Good morning, except it's 10:45 where I'm at, so it's not really good morning. It's kind of mid-morning, I guess. Well, last night was my very first night in the RV. I slept here last night. We spent quite a long afternoon yesterday afternoon trying to fix the electrical stuff that was going on. And praise the Lord, if you can hear, I have electricity. It worked all night long. We did realize that the refrigerator is actually only really powered by gas. It uses, sorry about the lighting, it uses electricity to start the refrigerator and the freezer, but it actually uses gas to keep everything cold, which is not going to be ideal for me for stationary living. Eventually I wanted to replace the refrigerator anyways, but it looks like it's going to be sooner rather than later because you know, I don't have a vehicle, so I can't just drive to, you know, fill up the propane tanks every single day. And that's basically what's going to have to happen if I want my freezer and refrigerator to actually work. And there's not a line here that I can just connect to. So unfortunately, that is going to have to be another expense that's right out of the gate. What I have come to find out, and I'm sure many homeowners know this and can relate to this, you know, there's always those hidden costs, right? There's always those hidden things that you just don't even think about or don't even know that you need. And so what started off as what I thought was going to be a $10,000 purchase, because that's what I had kind of set aside, and then the rest of the money that I had raised was going to be for things like upgrading the refrigerator and, you know, potentially getting a washer and dryer and things like that, doing repair work, you know, painting and cosmetic type stuff. The RV itself cost almost $12,000 by the time we got it down here to Mexico. And then I've had cost after cost after cost after cost, little things that needed to be done. We didn't have any hoses, so we had to go buy hoses. RV things are really expensive. Things that are specific to RVs are extremely expensive. And so we had to buy those. The cable that I had or that we were using is busted, so we have to go buy another cable, like electrical cable. We're actually borrowing one right now from somebody else. So that's another cost. And then just little things here and there that have needed to be done to make it livable has, you know, just kind of exceeded what I was hoping and wishing and wanting. But it's okay because God is still good. I still had the money to be able to do that. I was hoping to purchase a car. I kind of still have the opportunity. A friend of mine is getting married actually tomorrow on Sunday, and he is selling his car, and it is my dream car, and he's selling it for $2,400, $2,400, and it honestly is my dream car. It's something that for years and years and years, since 2000, when I started looking for a vehicle, no, it was 2001. It was before 9/11, and I had been looking for a vehicle, and this car was the one that kind of kept coming up as like a really good car, really good car, really good car. And the people, some of my friends here, that the mechanic and, you know, people that know things about cars, they all told me that this guy's car is in really excellent condition. It's really, really, really good. And he wanted to sell it several months ago or a year ago, a couple years ago, whatever. And now he's like drastically reduced the price. And so I have the opportunity of buying it for $2,400. But the problem is I raised about $14,000. Well, 12 of that so far has gone to the RV, and then another like 1,000 or so is going to, you know, the parts and the repairs and the things that have to happen for me to be able to, you know, live and function in here. And so I'm not sure if buying that car is going to be an option for me right now. I'm still praying about it. I really felt like that God opened the door for that, because it is my dream car, and it is reasonably priced, and it's something that I need. But yeah, finances are tight. So I know Sean here, our campus, our base director in YWAM, we have bases that we call them bases, and he's kind of like our CEO of our YWAM base, our YWAM community. And he always says, don't ask your wallet, ask God. And so I'm asking and trusting God that if this is what he has for me as far as a vehicle goes, then he will provide that for me. I've been here for 12 years, and I have not had a vehicle for 12 years. And the majority of that time I have lived off campus, meaning that I have had to borrow vehicles. Every single day I've had to borrow a vehicle, use a base vehicle, pay miles sometimes for, going outside of just to my house and back. So anytime I would need to go to the grocery store, anytime I would need to buy something that I couldn't get online, anytime I need to go to the States, I have to pay base miles, which is about 40 cents per mile. So just to give you a little kind of an idea, driving from here to the nearest town to go shopping costs me about $8 just to drive there and back. To drive to San Diego and back is about, about $40, I think is what it is, to drive to San Diego and back. And that's not like doing all the things that I need to do while I'm in San Diego, driving around. So if I'm going up simply for personal reasons, that's money out of my pocket. And if I had a vehicle, I would be able to just go. Now, obviously I would have the cost of gas and all of that stuff, but I don't think it would be as much, honestly. So anyways, but I would have more freedom too. Like now I have to sign out a vehicle. I can't just like stop class or finish class and then run to San Diego really fast. I have to check out a vehicle, and I have to see like, okay, is there a vehicle available? Can I go? Do I have time? Is there a vehicle that can cross into the States that I have access to, that I can use for the length of time that I need it? So that can become a problem sometimes. Yeah, so anyways, I did stay in my vehicle. That's not where I wanted to go with this video. I did want to show you guys what I've done so far. I do still have a few things over at my house in Brises to move over, but all of that stuff will be moved over before Tuesday, hopefully tonight. I'm going to go back over. I have a vehicle available tonight that I can go back over and grab the last few things, and then Monday and Tuesday will be spent cleaning that house and getting it ready to turn back over, I guess, to the landlord. So yeah, so I want to show you guys what I have done and kind of where things are right now, and show you I've been able to put a couple of things that you guys have sent me up. None of the wall decor yet. Most of the wall decor I haven't been able to use yet because I've got to take down some mirrors, and you guys will see that in just a second. But it's starting to look more like a home. So yeah, let me show you guys what I've done. Okay, so we'll start over here in the living room area. So this is my living room. This is the existing couch. This was some curtains that were already here. So I am gonna eventually get rid of this couch. I just don't have the money right now with all the added expenses. So I did find one. It's about $500 at IKEA. That is a sleeper sofa as well, but it has a removable slip cover, so I can wash it, which is awesome. And it has an ottoman that's a storage ottoman that goes with it too, so it's a really good find. I am gonna move this over because I've got some space here, and I feel like because the television is like right there, that this moved over would be better for watching TV and like conversing and things like that. I will then have space over here to put a table, so I'll do that. This is one of the pillow cases that Mama Vicky sent me, so thank you very much, Mama Vicky. That's one of them. Moving around on this side, I moved this table. It used to be right here in this corner. I moved it. I'm gonna eventually get rid of it, but right now I'm using it. I will either replace or slip cover or something with this chair. And there's the other pillowcase that I got. So I showed you kind of before, but I've got my Bibles and kind of my study stuff up here. This cabinet, I have just some random things. Right here is where a metal case that's still at my house is going to go. And it's going to have my guttafon of water because we don't drink the tap water here. So it's going to have that on top of it, which it currently does anyways. And then I'll have storage for big things like my crock pot and things like that I just don't have the cabinet space for. So moving back over to the couch, I mentioned in an earlier video, all of these have books in them, and I have even more books, which is awesome. I was able to reuse this DVD case tower, which is awesome. So this is where my television's gonna go. It's still at my house right now. DVD player will go there. I have games on the top shelf, and then all my DVDs and stuff are on the bottom shelf. I have to figure out storage solutions for that. And then I have a box of things to go through, and then I have some candles and things like that I have no idea where I'm going to put. So I do have a plan for kind of somewhat covering this space. I'm going to get a friend of mine. I have like a, it's like a pallet crate door thing at my house that I've wanted to have painted forever and ever and ever. And a friend of mine is going to paint it for me, paint like a scripture verse or something on it, and I'm just going to lean it right here to help cover that. It's not quite that big, but it'll at least help cover some of that a little bit. Kitchen, there's my bath, or my towel. I still am not sure who sent this to me. It's the Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey one. There is the Dutch oven that Gina sent me for my church. You can see I've got my microwave there. I have, you know, some of my wall stuff. I've done some more tiles. I still have a lot more to do. Moving over the utensil thing that Mary and Josh sent me. And then I've got the vase, and I'm totally blanking on who sent me that vase right now. And then the sprigs of cotton that Mary sent me as well. And I have a little bit of decor and stuff right there, my dirty dishes that I need to wash. So yeah, moving on. Probably gonna put my Keurig right there. I have my Alabama sign that my stepmother bought me while I was in Alabama. Again, that's gonna go into my bedroom, that sign up there. I have the Eat sign that will go up there. So moving along, this is the refrigerator that I'm going to replace. Yeah, because we need to get it out. It doesn't have a motor, which is really sad. You can see here, this is an entire wall of mirrors. You guys, this place, I think I counted 13 mirrors, but I might be completely off on that. But there are mirrors everywhere you look. And I understand mirrors give you a, you know, elongate spaces. They make small spaces big. But sometimes the placement of these mirrors kind of confuses me, and I'm not sure why. So my plan is actually to take off all of these mirrors because I don't need this many mirror space, and I don't really need to see myself this much. So I'm going to take all of these mirrors off, and I'm going to use this as some wall space, so I'll be able to actually put some of the decor and stuff up. I'll probably put my crosses up here and then a couple of other things. The blessed sign is going to go right there above my door. Eventually all of this will also be covered with that same wood grain wallpaper. So on my table is all of my decor pieces waiting to be put up. So those are all the things that you guys bought me, as well as a couple of things that I had already pre-existing. So yeah, that is where all of that stuff is right now. In these cabinets up here above the dinette, I'm planning on putting some like cups, travel mugs, and things like that, as well as my plastic containers, because that just makes sense to me. So under the banquette, here under this banquette, I have my pots and pans, the big, like my big pots and pans that would not fit under my stove. Under my stove there's a drawer, and I was able to put like my baking type stuff underneath there, so that was good. Pantry spaces, right now they're kind of giant mess. This to me is wasted space, so I want to put something similar to this here in this cabinet, and then maybe put like a really tall drawer at the top. But right now that's what it looks like. And then this is technically a coat closet. I'm going to turn this again into another pantry. You can see I have a ton of pantry items here already. So I will put either more of those baskets at the bottom and then put shelves at the top, or just full shelves and use baskets similar to that to kind of group things together to be able to find things. So that is that. Get my face in there. And then that takes us up to the bedroom. So Miss Regina, here is that faucet that you gave me installed. They installed it yesterday and I've been using it, and it is amazing. It has helped so very much with getting dressed and all of that stuff. So thank you very much for that. So moving into the bedroom, it's really dark in here right now, so hopefully you guys can see. But there's the bedding. Again, I don't know who sent me this beautiful bedding, but it is gorgeous and it's on my bed, and I made my bed this morning. You should be very proud of me because I'm not a bed maker. Yeah, I don't know. That headboard is gonna go away eventually. I have books up here in these cabinets. Right now, half of this cabinet is not filled yet, which is good. Speaking of more mirrors, there is a mirror there and a whole wall of mirrors here. Hi. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this mirror right here. I'm gonna get rid of that mirror, and I'm gonna use that as more wall space, so I can use it as decor as well. So let me take you in the toilet room really fast. So I was able to hang those shelves up right there. I think Mama Vicky got me those as well. I'll have to go back and look. But I'm using it kind of as toilet paper. I thought originally that this was storage, but it actually is all of the breakers. So I didn't have any storage in the bathroom at all, and so that is kind of what I'm using this for, which is perfect. And they fit perfectly in there, and it's awesome. So moving back into the bedroom, I have tall books and notebooks and things like that in this cabinet, because, you know, it was originally for a television, but I only have one TV, and my television wouldn't fit in that anyways, so I'm utilizing that space for some tall stuff. I did hang some hats and things like that over there. You can see my Alabama hat, yay, Roll Tide, and my Lee University hat, Go Flames. That was the school that I went to in college. You can see some more books there that need to be put away. These cabinets up here just have more things in it. I do have kind of like a utility cabinet right there. And then this is just more stuff, really. And then I've got this beautiful kind of caddy that's got just some toiletry type stuff in it, overflow toiletry type stuff in it. This cabinet has a bunch of my oil supplies in it, and then this has my oils in it. I do have some stands and things like that that are still at my other house that will come over, and so those will come out of boxes. And then I do have another little caddy right there. So I was able to put a ton of stuff away in the vanity and a ton of stuff away under the sink, which is crazy. I took a shower this morning. In here you can see there's the little caddy that Miss Day sent me, and it is a tight shower, so that is going to be interesting to see. But I wanted to show you guys very lastly my incredible view from my bedroom as I'm laying in bed, what I get to see. I don't know if you can see this, but this, let's see if I can get this to work. This is what I see. So I call that tree right there the Africa tree because it just reminds me of the trees in like the Lion King. But that's our prayer house, and then some new construction and stuff, team housing and stuff up there. But that is like one of my favorite places on our campus is the prayer house and that tree. And so I get to see that every single morning in my bedroom, laying on my bed, at night as I go to sleep, and in the morning the first thing I get when I wake up. So I am extremely excited by that view right there. And it's like perfectly framed right outside my window. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that kind of scene. I'm going to try to turn you guys around. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. My camera is, not my camera, but my phone, the touch screen is not working properly. I have to see about getting that fixed. So these videos, unfortunately, will probably be a little bit wonky because I'm going to have to kind of sort of splice them together. It cut off in the middle of them, and yeah, it kind of does its own thing sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the view. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. As I get everything completely done and everything put up, of course, I will show you guys as well what that looks like, what the end product looks like. But stay tuned for more kind of vlog type things of living in an RV full time and the pros and cons and the challenges and things I'm learning and how we're gonna make this work. But anyways, God bless you. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, for loving me, and for following me on my journey. And yeah, I'll guess see you guys later.